Good day, everyone. We're excited to share with you our social marketing campaign, Buklat Bukas Basa o Bilang sa Lawis. This is a community-based initiative by Ateneo de Davao University that aims to uplift young learners in Pogi Lawis, Barangay Daliao, Turil, Davao City. By improving their literacy and numeracy skills, through this campaign, we hope not just open books, but also new opportunities and a brighter future. Built on the values of education, collaboration, and sustainability, together let's help every child dream big and learn.
The BUKLAT BUKAS campaign is a 5-month student-led project that enhances access to learning through storytelling sessions, reading circles, and basic math games. It targets children aged 5 to 15 and supports national and global education goals, including the UN SDGs. At the heart of the campaign is the Booklet Corner, a permanent literacy hub managed by the barangay.
In our situational analysis, we found that most families in Pogi Lawes rely on unstable livelihoods, giving them little time or resources to support their children's education. Access to technology is also limited, making online learning nearly impossible. Culturally, parents often prioritize work over study time, and some have low literacy levels themselves. Environmental challenges like flooding and distance from schools further hinder consistent learning. With only one elementary school and limited materials, educational opportunities remain scarce. However, the barangay and schools are open to collaboration. This is where Buklat Bukas comes in, providing accessible, community-based learning that meets these local needs.
Moving on, our SWOT analysis highlights that Buklat Palace's major strength lies in its community collaboration and low-cost model. However, sustainability and funding remain ongoing challenges. Opportunities for partnerships and media engagement can help us overcome these threats. Our campaign targets three key groups. The primary beneficiaries are children aged 5 to 15 who need structured literacy support. Parents and volunteers act as secondary audiences who reinforce learning. Finally, local leaders and NGOs serve as our tertiary partners, ensuring resources and sustainability.
Our objectives and goals are designed to produce measurable outcomes, particularly improve literacy, parental involvement, and a sustained learning hub in the community.
The main barriers are time, resources, and environmental challenges. To counter this, we emphasize strong benefits such as improved confidence, skills, and family engagement, making Buklat Bukas a more rewarding choice than competing activities.
Our positioning centers on empowerment and engagement. Buklat Bukas redefines learning not as a school obligation but as a shared, enjoyable experience that builds skills and community connection.
Our product is not just a service, it's an experience of empowerment. The core product is the joy and confidence children gain through learning. The actual product includes free literacy sessions and the permanent Booklet Corner Reading Hub. Finally, the augmented product. It adds recognition, literacy fairs, and strong partnerships that sustain the campaign's impact.
In Buklat Bukas, price isn't measured in pesa, but in participation. We make learning entirely free while reducing time and effort barriers through local access. We emphasize the non-monetary rewards through confidence, joy, and recognition to make participation feel invaluable.
For place, Buklat Bukas brings learning right where families live, in familiar, safe, and accessible spaces like daycare centers and community halls. By embedding education in local routines, we ensure consistent participation and long-term ownership.
Our promotional strategy uses both traditional and digital media. Through barangay and literacy events, school networks, our partners, and online campaigns, we spread a message of hope that learning is for everyone. Our call to action, open book, open tomorrow, captures the heart of Buklat Bukas. That each story reads open new possibility for our children.
To ensure accountability and progress, Buklat Bukas follows a structured monitoring and evaluation plan. We measure improvement in literacy skills, community participation, and volunteer effectiveness using pre- and post-test surveys and feedback sessions. Evaluation are done before, midway, and after implementation to guide adjustments and sustain success.
As you can see on our budget breakdown, the 51,000 campaign budget is strategically allocated to support materials, logistics, and volunteer development, ensuring that every aspect of Buklat Bukas initiative, from learning resources to community engagement, creates meaningful and lasting impact. With the support of Ateneo de Davao University, school networks, DepEd Davao City, JCI Davao or NGO partnerships, the Barangay Dalyao Council, and local and in-kind donors, this collaboration funding approaches fosters community engagement, ownership, and sustainability, allowing the campaign efforts to continue benefiting Dalyao's children in the long run.
The campaign unfolds over 5 months, from planning and coordination to launch, implementation, evaluation, and sustainability. Each phase builds community participation and ensures that by the project's end, Buklat Bukas continues under local leadership as a permanent literacy hub.
To sustain Buklat Bukas beyond the campaign period, we ensure capacity building among local volunteers and barangay partners. The Buklat Corner becomes a community-owned learning hub that continuously grows through annual reading fairs and expanded partnerships.
In conclusion, Buklat Bukas is more than just a literacy campaign. It's a movement that empowers children, strengthens families, and builds a culture of learning in rural Davao. By uniting volunteers, parents, and community leaders, we open doors to knowledge, opportunity, and a brighter tomorrow.
Thank you for listening. With Buklat Bukas, Basa o Bilang sa Lawis, we believe that every page turned is a step toward a brighter tomorrow. Not just for the children, but for the whole community. Because when we open a book, we open the future.